cheese. It's called this movie. Oh, don't chill. Right. I said it for 10 seconds. It's only show 3. Hey, y'all. This is gonna be part 5, I think. Yeah. So what if Naruto and Sasuke were in Anbu? So, pretty much, how do I explain this? So pretty much, the fights are about to start. Yeah. It says the first fight, Sasuke versus that dude who absorbed chakra or whatever. Sasuke say, okay, which attack do you want? Fire, Kirin, or flame, or one of my flame attacks? He said, yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna defeat you. And he run up to Sasuke. Sasuke said, alright, Majestic Destroyer Flame, and he just blow Buddy one hit. It's a KO. He's over. He's not surviving that. Now it says Hinata versus Neji. Hinata slightly wins over Neji, which means it's gonna be Hinata versus Naruto. And then it was Naruto versus Kiba. Naruto said, Kiba, you can just give up now if you really want. And then Kiba would say, nah, bro, I'm good. Naruto would say, bro, I'm not trying to hurt you. And I don't want to get my dogs on your little puppy. And then Kiba said, what you mean? Naruto would jump at Kiba and put a kunai to Kiba's head. Akamaru would jump off. Naruto would say, perfect. He would say, oh, God, man. He would say, he would bite his thumb. And then he would say, summoning jutsu. And his whole wolf pack would come out. He would say, get him. And then Kiba would see these huge wolves running at Akamaru. He would say, don't hurt him, please. I give up. Naruto would say, oh, alright, cool. The same thing happened in Lee fight. Except when Gar start getting serious, Naruto say no. So Sasuke get in Naruto hand, and Naruto says, Gale Palm. And push him in there. Sasuke say lightning blade, and he sliced his hand in half. He said, get him, Naruto. Naruto said, great breakthrough. And then he blew it at Gar's hand, pushing it back. He picked up Lee and dipped out the stadium. Gar tried to push in at Naruto, and Sasuke, Mike got jumping in the way, and he kicked it out of the way. He said, the fight's over, Gaara. God said, I'm gonna get his blood. I promise I'm gonna get his blood. And he'll be acting weird. And everything else will happen as normal. So, yeah. And then there ain't no more significant fights. Well, I'm gonna say Sai and Shin go up against I'm gonna just say Sai and Shin dropped out. Because they was gonna get their rank regardless. So they just dropped out and let their teammates do it. So Jiraiya would give Naruto the summoning jutsu, give him Gamakichi and Gamabuntu. Naruto would keep working on his blade. He would keep working on his lightning blade with his wind blade. And then he would see Hinata and Neji doing the palm rotation. He would try to do it. And then he would make make a wind cloak around himself. You know, like Kage's lightning cloak, it would just instead be made out of wind. And for the whole month, he was trying to be perfect this jutsu because he used a lot of chakra, but since he's a natural affinity to win, he's pretty good. So we can go back to the fights. It's Naruto versus I'm gonna say Sasuke fight still at the end. So it's gonna be Naruto versus Hinata. He says, Hinata, I don't wanna fight you. You're my teammate and you are a girl. She would say, what do you think? Girls can't fight? He would say, no, I just have vowed never to hit a woman. Because that's kinda weird and I just don't wanna hit no woman. Unless they from another village and you from my village, so I really don't wanna do that. And then she would say, well, you're gonna have to hit me today. And Naruto just said, alright. And then he would make a wind cloak. He would say, wind cloak jutsu. And then he would make hand signs building up his chakra. And then he would push wind all around his body. He would say, how? He actually would say, no, that's a secret Hyuga technique. The palm rotation. Naruto would say, hold up. I tried to learn the palm rotation, but instead came out of this. It's like the third Raikage's. It's like the fourth Raikage's lightning cloak. Except it's wind. So it's a wind cloak. And then they say, what? He made something that strong, and then Naruto boosted up right behind Hinata, and he chopped on the neck, and she passed out. It was a good fight. And then he brought her back, and he actually says, can you teach Hinata this? He would say, not really, but I have, but I'm going to try to get someone to teach her. And then he says, you don't have that type of connection. Naruto will say, I do, though. I really do. And then he actually would just say, I don't even care. So all the other fights gonna go as regular. Alright, and then we got Sasuke versus Gaara fight. Sasuke gonna say, I'm gonna end this quickly. The lightning blade. He gonna run up there and Gaara gonna say sand defense. Sasuke gonna blitz behind Gaara. He gonna actually cut Gaara's whole right cheek of his face. And then Gaara gonna feel, he gonna say, my blood. My blood. And then tomorrow will say, calm down, Gaara. And Sasuke will say, that's what you get for trying to hurt Lee. And then let's flashback. After the first round was over, Naruto and Sasuke went to see if Lee was alright because Lee was actually their homie. They don't practice with Lee, fighting with him against him with taijutsu and stuff. They just didn't like Lee always try to challenge him. So they was coming to see if Lee was holding up, and they saw Gaara in the room with a giant hammer made out of sand about to crush Lee. Naruto said, wind column jutsu, and then he put a column between Lee and Gaara, and then the sand couldn't go through the column. Sasuke said, fire burst jutsu. And then Naruto said, earth wall jutsu. He put an earth wall beside Lee so Lee wouldn't feel the heat or the blast. And then it hit Gaara. He said, get away. Leave him alone. Leave now. And then Naruto said, my God. And my God was coming out. My God blitzed him. He said, what's wrong? He said, Gaara tried to kill Lee. God says, you try anything like that again, Gaara, I'll take your life myself. And then Naruto said, whew. God said, I'm sorry that the power of youth has came away from me at that moment. Naruto would say, I get it, bro. You treat Lee as a son. I respect that. And then Sasuke would say, you remember what you tried to do to Lee? And then God would say, it don't matter. Sand tsunami! And then Sand would just start crushing at Sasuke. Naruto would say, I should never did that. Sasuke said, summoning jutsu. And then he would be flying up in the air. God would say, I can do that too. He would be flying over saying, Sasuke would say, yeah, I know you can. Sasuke would say, majestic flower flame jutsu. And then he would say, multiple. So it's basically the regular flower flame jutsu, except each petal on a flower goes in a different spot. It just breaks apart. And then one hit Gaara and slammed Gaara into the ground. Gaara started going crazy. He said, Naruto, Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha, I will have your blood. And then he was partially transforming into Shikaku. He said, Sasuke, go now. Go ahead and fight Gaara. And then Sasuke said, of course. He sent the Shadow Clone. He said Shadow Clone Jutsu. He said Shadow Clone follow Sasuke and summon Gamabunta to help him. Tell Gamabunta that this is my best friend. He's on the same power level with me. Because Gamabunta respect Naruto power. Because Naruto's an anbu level individual. So we're gonna skip to Sasuke. Naruto clone just something Gamabunta. He told Sasuke, and then Sasuke said, I'm Naruto's right hand man. And me and Naruto are the same strength. Will you help me fight against Shikaku, the sand demon? And then he would say, and Naruto would pull out his sword. He would say, oh, you have a katana too. He would say, of course, one of the best weapons ever. And then Naruto would say, you get me, kid, you get me. And then both of them would jump up. Gamabunta will swipe at Shikaku, cutting off his arm. And then Gar will run up and hit Gar in the head with the handle part of his sword, knocking Gar out. He would say, get away from our village. Naruto told me not. The clone explained not to hurt Gar. He said, Naruto told me not to hurt you. And I'm going to listen to my best friend. And then Gar said, okay. And then Gar was scared of Sasuke at this point because he seen Sasuke defeated Shikaku with the help of his giant toe, and he said, see you later, Gamabunta. Gamabunta said, see you later. Sasuke flying to the battlefield, but it's already over. But let's get to Naruto's point of view before Sasuke gets there. He sees the Hokage fighting Orochimaru. Naruto says, Flying Raijin. He says, Hokage, now! The Hokage throws the kunai to the ground, and Naruto appears. And then Orochimaru said, the fourth Hokage is jutsu. And then Naruto says, of course, he's my dad. Didn't you know? And then they would be boo-booing on this nigga Orochimaru. He was saying, the Hokage, do not risk your life, please. That's all I ask. You are a grandfather figure to me. Please. I can stop this, but you have to do this for me. And then Hokage would say, of course. Orochimaru would summon the first and second Hokage. He would try to do it again. Naruto would say, don't you dare. Sacred Gust Jutsu. He would hit Orochimaru, slam him into like the shield thing that Sound 4 put up Ron. He would say, don't you dare try to summon my father. And then the first and second Hokage would come out. Naruto would say, don't let him put it. And then Orochimaru would put the tats in their head. Naruto would say, it don't matter. I know you two don't want to fight us because we're from the leaf. And then he would say, of course. He would say, now, Kurama. Kurama would say, I got your back, kid. Naruto would lift up his headband. He would say, Mangekyo! And he would take control of the first and second Hokage. He would give them their own free will. And he would say, fight, please help us fight Orochimaru. Your student Hiruzen really needs your help right now. And then both of them would say, of course. And they would be double teaming Orochimaru out. Orochimaru would know he's not about to win. And then he would just say, Sound 4, let's go. We have lost this battle. And they would leave. By the time I got there, he said, Orochimaru ran off. Yes. Yes, sir. Hiruzen don't die, bro. I hate when Hiruzen die. No kizzy, no cap. So, alright, everybody, let's get it. So, after all this happened, Jiraiya come back. Jiraiya's still in the village. He said we need to go and get Tsunade to become the fifth Hokage. Naruto said, alright, cool. And then everything happened in canon. Naruto got left in the hotel room by himself. But this time, when Itachi and Kisame tried to fight him, Naruto said, no, Kurama. And he got a six-tail cloak. They said, what? Well, me and Itachi haven't fought until Beast this strong. And he was pounding them niggas. He was pounding them niggas. Cause Itachi Genjutsu can't work on a nigga who already got 9-tail chakra in him. So he bashing Itachi. Itachi dodging half of the hits, but Naruto bashing him. Every time Kisame try to swipe at Naruto get the executioner blade. When he first put the executioner blade out, he said, so that means Zabuza must have died. But who gave you the right to hold that blade? Naruto said, I did. I defeated the 7 ninja swordsman that I missed. Therefore, I get his sword. And then Kisame would say, I'm going to take that back, if you don't mind. And then Naruto was blocking all his Samehadas with the executioner blade, Kiribocho. And he would punch Kisame in the face one good time, and the Jiraiya would come out, and then they would run away. Not being able to fight Naruto as strong as he is, plus a Saiyan fighter being Jiraiya. Jiraiya would say, hey, man, I see you don't been fighting good. I can't believe you hold both of them off. Naruto said, I'm pretty strong. And then Jiraiya would say, okay, let's go and get us some little fast takeout or something. And then they were going to the restaurant. Jiraiya and Tsunade would see each other. Jiraiya would say, Tsunade. Tsunade would say, Jiraiya. And then Jiraiya would say, come over here and sit down with me, boy. They'll be talking. And then Naruto would say, so she's going to be our new Hokage? And then Tsunade said, I'll never become the Hokage. That dumb title. All the old men almost died. One of them almost died, and the other three died. Naruto said, don't you dare talk about the Hokage like that. I'm gonna be Hokage one day. And don't you dare talk about my father. And he said his father. If Hashirama, your dad's the fourth Hokage, and he said yes. And don't you dare talk about my dad straight, because he's stronger than you. You couldn't match up to a tail beast, nor could you. And this is now they said, he has a mouth on him. Take this outside, kid. And she said, I need one finger to deal with you. Jiraiya, no cap, said Tsunade, hey, you might not want to do that. Tsunade said, why? He's just a child. He said he was able to hold off Itachi Uchiha of the Sharingan of the Infinite Tsukuyomi and Eternal Black Flames of Amaterasu. And Kisame Hoshigaki, the tailless tailed beast. She would say, what? Kisame, he has more chakra than Senju and Uzumaki. And then Naruto would say, I hold it both of them off. Oh, you see, you want to only use one finger? And then Naruto would blitz behind her using Flying Rising. He would punch her. He would say, how about we make a deal? What if I had to learn one of my father's techniques in a week? She would say, learn the Flying Rising. Or master Flying Rising. And he would say, and you'll become Hokage, right? And she said, I even throw in my necklace. And then Shizune said, but Tsunade said, be quiet, Shizune. Naruto said, you might as well come back to the village. She said, why? Because I already mastered both of my father's techniques. Yeah, thanks for that. You nickname search right. One of the most worst gamblers in the world. And she said, oh, fine, kid, I'll be the Hokage. And then she gave Naruto his the necklace and everything. She gave Naruto the rank of Jonin, Sasuke the rank of Jonin, Sai and Shin the rank of Jonin. She gave Hinata the rank of Chunin. She gave Shikamaru Chunin, and that was it. So none of their team don't even have to really be together no more. And then everything would happen with the Sound Force coming out Sasuke. Sasuke would say, I can go to Orochimaru myself. No one in the Leaf is strong enough to get me but Naruto. And then they would say, okay. And then he would say, alright. Naruto would come behind him after they leave. He would say, the plan's working, isn't it? Sasuke would say, I'm leaving first thing in the morning. Tsunade already agreed, right? Naruto would be like, of course. Let's go to Tsunade's and let's have a flashback to Naruto and Tsunade's conversation. Tsunade would be like, so let me get it straight. Sasuke is planning to train with Orochimaru, get strong enough to defeat Orochimaru, and leave. So he's basically getting strong for the leave while having a persona that he's actually leaving the leave. So Orochimaru can train him and believe him. And then Naruto says, exactly. It's smart and clever. He will be trained by Orochimaru, but he will never be on Orochimaru's side to begin with. He will still be working for the leaf. He will be gathering intel on Orochimaru and different things like that. And be getting stronger at the same time, while not actually being a rogue, but being classified as one. And then Tsunade will be like, ooh, that's clever and tricky. I don't even think Orochimaru will figure this one out. And then Naruto will say, let me take the seal off. Kurama, are you ready? And then Kurama will say, yes. Okay, let's go through their conversation. Naruto will say, you know how, like, if Orochimaru put a curse mark on me, you could just kick him out, right? Couldn't your chakra do the same thing to his seal? To his curse mark? Kurama will say, of course. And then Naruto will say, how much chakra would it need? It don't need that much, just enough of my chakra. And then Naruto will put his hand on Sasuke's curse mark. He will push his chakra in, letting Sasuke automatically go to stage 2 curse mark. Both of them would fist bump, and he would say, bro, you got control of this power. Orochimaru is gonna know, but just tell him that my friend is an excellent sealer, and he helped me with this. And then Sasuke would dip. So there's no rescue mission, and there's no retrieval mission, because Sasuke in the first place is still working for the Leaf. So yeah, bro, that's clever, you feel me? But I'll catch you in the next video, you feel me? You guys don't even know, bro, how clever that just was. Y'all gonna see why y'all not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready for this, though. You're not ready. Is you ready? You're not ready. I was just playing. Say that Quay to Sage, Kage over here, Villagers and Shinobi, a new video. All you guys chill. Rest peace, you feel me? But this series about to come out for the end of the week, most definitely. And I'm gonna be starting on my whole new series. So y'all guys might as well just wait on for that video. You did. Catch you guys later though. No cap.